There's been a lot of teams that have come through North where they're loaded teams and they do well and they excel, and you know they might end up wherever they end up, and the group following doesn't look as good on paper, but they play over the top of their heads. They play above their potential. And I don't know if there's a better way to say that necessarily. There probably is, but over excel, right. You know, overachieve. Yeah. And I think this group might be one of those groups that can sneak up on people and do that. Two guys are neck and neck, Grayson Wolf and Chase Warren. Both bring a lot to the table. Both have good leadership skills. We're really prioritizing leadership as the guy that we give the nod to. You know, no matter what goes on in the field, you have to have certain qualities to lead the football team, our football team, that are important to us. And they're neck and neck, and they're both really competing right now, which is great for both of them because it puts them both, each day they're getting to a higher level. We'll figure out which guy is going to get the nod by the time we come out of our jamboree, which is the 28th, I think, at Speak. So by that point, we'll give the guy the job, and we'll go to Fortuna with a guy, and the other guy's going to know his role and be ready to go. Obviously, Trey Holmes at a guard, AJ Ray at tackle, Michael Rucker at center. On the other side is Ethan Gibson and Danny Ibarra, and some key guys that are in the mix there are CJ Tracy, Dylan Ireland, Anthony Ledbetter. You know, we're gonna look the part up front a little bit more than we have in the last couple of years. We're definitely beefier, stronger. AJ Ray's been a tight end in our program. You know, he's a 6'4", 260-pound kid who's now playing left tackle, but he still can run. He's a good one. Right. We've got a couple guys that are coming up. Mason Barone, I'm real excited about him. Preston Johnson, another burner. Preston is one of the fastest guys on the field, on any field. David Patstone on the inside as a tight end or inside receiver type kid is another guy that's he has great hands, but he's faster than you think. He's one of those kids that kind of surprises you with his speed. Yeah. So, yeah, Will is our most dynamic kid. If you look at Will, he's a football player. And you could say, hey, Will, I want you to play this or that, and he could play any of those spots. Will's a good one. Our offense is going to go through Will. Will's going to pack a lot of the load offensively, and he's as good a linebacker defensively. So figuring out a way to use him appropriately, but it'll start offensively for sure.
Well, and help him out.
One thing that North Medford that we're pretty lucky with is we've got guys. We're Wyatt Westfall, Cody Matthews, both seniors, both can carry the load. I consider us 3 deep. I consider them really all kind of neck and neck there. Will being the most dynamic with the most experience is the guy we'll start with, but any of those 3 guys can pack the ball for us real well. Our strength is in our front 7, but our DBs, we feel like we got the speed at the second level to really run with guys. And we want to be a defense that runs the football. We're going to be more of a pressure type defense than a bend but don't break type defense. We're gonna get after you a little bit, and we're gonna make you. In theory, we want you to throw the ball early and then go from there. So our strength is in our front 7, but we're real comfortable with those guys on the second level. Ibarra, we got a sophomore kid that's more of a defensive end type kid named Nick Weintraut that's going to contribute a lot D-line wise. Can run at the football real well. At linebacker, the thing that's crazy about our linebacker position, Will's the only returning starter, but we have 6 seniors. Right. And so even though they don't have a lot of experience, we got guys that can play. Again, Jonathan Collins, Wyatt Westfall, and Wyatt's an outside linebacker, safety type kid. He can play both. Derek Kinsey has made huge strides as an inside linebacker, our Mike linebacker. Justin Goslin, a junior that's going to be, he's like a missile and probably going to be one of the better linebackers to come through North is Praise Villamou.